continue here. It's our first title match here tonight on WCW's Bash at the Beach. You talked about, Dream, the atmosphere here today. And Mike, today I want to talk to you about it. Press, every major network here tonight awaiting the arrival in the ring of Dennis Rodman, teaming with the world champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I've never seen anything like it in this sport in my life.
Mainstream media from around the world, including a crew from the New Japan TV production, TV Asahi in Japan. Everyone here to document Dennis Rodman and his entire WCW event back at the beach.
Give it up that easy, come on!
Cruiserweight champion Chris Jericho, who won the title in the end of June at the Great Western Forum in Los Angeles from 6. And it was a big moment for World Championship Wrestling to get a major title away from the New World Order. And even though I realize that 6 is still the #1 contender, you can't discount what the Ultimo Dragon has done, not only in the Cruiserweight division, but in pro wrestling.
His whole career, Tony, the man's held, what, 9 titles at one time?
At one time.
No man in the history of this sport has ever done that. And he can do it again. He can do it again.
You know, Mike, I said, and I mentioned it yesterday on WCW Saturday Night, that this represents the biggest threat to Chris Jericho and his title. Not too many days removed after he wins the title, he has to go in the ring with an athlete the caliber of the Ultimo Dragon.
So many interesting parallels between these two competitors. Jericho from Canada, Dragon originally from Japan, but both of them really made their names in the country of Mexico. Both ventured to Mexico without knowing a word of the language, and both succeeded south of the border. They've now become international stars, not only in the States with World Championship Wrestling, but also over in the Orient and also in Mexico.
Well, you know, Iron Mike, when the bell rings, you know, language or knowing the language doesn't matter. When somebody's kicking your butt, you've got to get up for it and get right for the fact of what's going on. Both these guys, tremendous athletes, as you said. Ultimo Dragon, really, you know his background probably better than Jericho's. Bottom line is he needs this thing back. Prestigious-wise and everything, he needs that title back around his waist.
Well, Jericho's got to remember, he don't have to beat the Dragon. The Dragon's got to beat him. And if he can keep that train of thought, if he can keep his mind set that way, he'll do all right. But if he goes out and tries to beat the Dragon could blow some fire and just walk away as champion.
And Jericho realizes that. Jericho apparently wants to mat wrestle the man here. Back body drop with the agility of the Dragon that we've seen so many times. Lands on his feet again. The Dragon is just too quick. Jericho, nice maneuver that time. And a deep arm drag takedown, and the Dragon again, this time Jericho.
I would suspect that Jericho would want to slow him down, but at the same time, Jericho does not want to limit his own high-risk offense.
Apparently we have two men here with the same thought of offense.
Yeah, you want to use what brought you to the dance. I mean, if it's high-risk maneuvers, if it's just regular mat wrestling or it's power, you got to interject him. If you're taken out of your game plan, children, let me tell you, that can cause a serious loss.
You know, Dusty, maybe you're right. Maybe Rodman being taken out of his backyard and his game plan, maybe this is a whole new ball game for him.
Yeah, but I already said this before. 2 years ago, back to be, you know, when we were out there at Huntington, first time we seen him, there's been some night work going on. You know what I'm talking about?
And like I said, Dusty, Hogan's not going to go into this thing and be embarrassed.
Yeah, that's right. NWO has a game plan, guys. Here's the Ultimo Dragon. Rapid fire kicks.
That's what he's noted for, having some of the stiffest kicks in the business. These two competitors are very familiar with each other. They have competed in Mexico and Japan with the War promotion, and on several occasions in championship bouts. This is not the first time that the Dragon has been a challenger to one of Jericho's title defenses.
And the Dragon now, after those kicks, content with just hooking on the head and a reverse chin lock here. As you take a good look, and there's a nerve hold right on the trapezius now.
You know, these two men have an enormous amount of mutual respect for each other.
I think Mike's covered that, actually.
Yeah, he covered it, but you want to win when the bells ring. He covered that, and he covered what you said about, you know, you can't win him, you got to beat him, he's got to beat the champion.
Well, you three talk, I'll go get some popcorn for everybody if you don't mind. You guys want to lock up?
The Dragon now keeping Jericho on the mat and stomping on both sides of the head that time as the Dragon hovers over the champion Chris Jericho. One of the keys to Jericho is his intensity. He draws from the fans. And we'll see later on in the match how much he can draw from him. Powerbomb, picked him up again.
Double dribble.
You saw the back of the head of Ultimo Dragon, the concussive effect as it crashed against the canvas. Senton backsplash.
1 and 2, and get it 2. That's only for Chris Jericho as the Dragon now tries to roll out of the way, but Jericho holds on. Jericho, NWO following in attendance, as you may guess, as you've seen. You see the NWO shirts everywhere.
It's a big night only for the NWO and Chris Jericho and Ultimo Dragon. Everybody at WCW involved. This is a mega event on a mega night. Got him covered right here.
1 and 2, and the Dragon kicks out that time. Jericho tried to catch a breath after the suplex as he wasted a few seconds before the lateral press.
Let me tell you something else. You know who wants some of these two guys, Iron Mike? Six.
Absolutely.
He wants a little bit of this right here.
I think especially when you look back at that event at the Great Western Forum, and we realized that Six had already wrestled a match with Rey Mysterio Jr., only to have an impromptu challenge by Chris Jericho backfire on the New World Order as World Championship Wrestling regained a world's title.
But you know something today? Six still thinks he's champion.
Yes, he
because
does.
somebody else, because Jericho has a belt, he still considers himself the champion.
And that brings
but you
up,
can't reason with NWO people.
You cannot, and that brings up an interesting point. What will the NWO attempt to do during this match? Nothing maybe? Maybe something. And if not, what do they have in store for later on tonight?
Whoa.
Luger and the Giant!
Whoa, very nice.
Great maneuver that time, a belly to back by the Ultimate Dragon, but both men are down.
And don't forget, we still have the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. They're going to go at it.
How about the Steiner brothers? They won a World's Tag Team title shot.
You know, Scott and Rick, they're just as happy wrestling.
That's a great move. He got him right here.
2! But only got a 2 count. Powerbomb, good press this time.
Oh!
Amazingly enough, the Dragon got out of that, but we know how strong his legs are.
Double underhook leading to the powerbomb called a Tiger Driver in Japan, and he gets just a 2 count.
Is that like a Phillips?
No, that's no. That's good, Iron Mike.
Back to the corner again. Jericho, yes. And you want to try to put him up for a superplex here.
Yeah, I want to see the Tiger Driver again.
You may see it.
I tell you, from right here at this position. Going up high right here.
Middle, you see the Dragon trying to block it, holding the turnbuckle.
That's what I'd do. I'd scissors it.
Yeah, and the Dragon now is going to try to counteract this.
He's going to put him in the 15th row.
Oh boy, that was a great move by Dragon. He just dropped down low and got away from that. He may have hurt himself when he dropped to the floor, but that time the attempted drop kick had no effect at all.
Well, that was a smart move, because had he been drop kicked, he'd have gone way out over that rail into the people.
Had to jump back to avoid that drop kick, but he's not so fortunate this time as Jericho springs into a cross-body block on the floor.
But that's okay. Jericho just roll back in. Remember, you don't have to beat this guy. Let him lay on the floor. Take the tap. Get in that ring.
And that's a good point, but you know Chris Jericho as well as I do, Brain.
He's stupid.
No, he's a fighter.
Oh.
I mean, how in the biggest wrestling pay-per-view ever, with Dennis Rodman and Hollywood Hulk Hogan on the card, it's very important for Chris Jericho to get a 1, 2, 3, I would think.
Well, there's writers here from the Sun-Times, Chicago Tribune, all over the world.
Pick up a scoop slam, and now Jericho up on top again, looking out for the fans. Is this a mistake? Wasting a lot of time, and it was a mistake. The Dragon waiting on him that time, got the feet up to the chin.
Well, sometimes you can take 1 or 2 or 3 seconds. Just that short little amount of time makes the whole difference.
One thing about this thing is Chris Jericho has matched him to this point, move for move, and that was very important. I think Jericho to get off that way, but now then.
Excellent counter there by Jericho, coming up with a snap mare. While looked like he was getting set for a Frankensteiner, and Jericho just pushed him off.
Now, is that a disqualification?
Up on top, he drop-kicked him on the way down. That was incredible.
But that had to drive the Dragon right into the floor pretty fast, too.
You know, one thing you can tell here, Mike, is that both men, as you talked about at the opening moments of this match, both men very familiar with the other style. We've seen a lot of counter moves from the top.
Yeah, it's almost as if the defensive aspects of each wrestler has been more important than their offense.
Dragon's going to work on the floor here. No, it's going to be Jericho.
Short snap suplex.
Nice reversal using his weight and size advantage that time to take him over and suplex him on the floor.
You got to be able to counter with a good counter move, but put the guy away. Use your counter to get a victory. Everybody said, well, he countered him, and that was a good move, and he came back and did that move. Sooner or later, you got to put a guy away or get him in a position to either uncle him or put him out.
Dragon back up. This is always a tough spot. If you're the second man in the ring, you got to try to concentrate getting in as well. And Jericho made a critical mistake. He had things going his way, high-risk maneuver, and he paid for it. And now Jericho's on the outside. The Dragon's on the inside. And Jericho just ducked low on that one and walked away from it. Oh, didn't walk away from that one. Oh, the outside moonsault.
That's his trademark move.
But neither man's going to make it back in the ring, it looks like.
Well, like you said earlier, a double count out would give the belt right back to Jericho here. But Jericho will try to get back in if he can, I'm sure.
The referee's going to jump over the top. Oh, no, he's just standing up there. I don't know what that idiot's going to do.
He's up to 6, and now the Dragon is back in. 8.
Can he lose the title on a count out?
I don't think so.
Jericho's going to get counted out, and
that was too close
boy,
for comfort.
oh boy.
That was smart. He took that count. He took most of that count purposely.
You take a breather, but bad things happen sometimes.
So Jericho is back in. Oh, boy. Put him down. 1, 2. Puts in the rope.
Ooh. Caught him with the Huracan Rana and gets just a 2 count. Jericho able to make it to the safety of the ropes.
Now we'll send him into the corner again. Handspring, a back elbow. Caught him midair. Shoved him down to Jericho.
This is called La Magistral Cradle. Roll through. Nice move by Dragon. Reverses it and tries to hold
1,
himself.
2, and
now he's got the ropes. Wow.
It would have been a different story if he'd have been out in the middle with that thing right there. That was a great move right there.
That ring was 2 feet wider.
Yeah, close enough to get the rope. Get out of that. Would have lost the title right there.
Both men using the same offense, same strategy, same time. Oh, Jericho gets the pin. 1, 2. No, it's the Dragon. 1, 2. Jericho rolls through on that one. Standing switch now by the Dragon, and Jericho sends them both on the outside.
Incredible series of moves. It looked at one point like Ultimate Dragon was trying the Dragon Sleeper before Jericho dropped down, and then the series of roll-ups. Look at those knife-edge chops.
Dragon with a great kick.
Enziguri to the back of the head.
You know, if you were going on a point system here, they're equal. I would say they're even.
I would say, you know, in the 1 year since the inception of the NWO, since they made their mark in this sport, we've talked so much about tradition against the New World Order. You are seeing tradition and what tradition means to 2 young men here in this sport.
That's a good
one-on-one competition.
1 year ago in this building too, brother.
He calls that the lion salt, that in-ring moonsault.
And he's got the arms pinned on 2 and
didn't lean back far enough in bridge.
Boy, if he'd have leaned back and bridged your right and then hooked the trunks.
once again the leg strength of the Ultimate Dragon coming into play. Combating that. Dragon looks like he's hurt here, guys.
Looks like he's dragging.
Yeah, yes, he does. Scoop slam by Jericho. Not much on that. You can tell he's not 100% as well. Now Jericho going to try that maneuver again. And that time he got drop kicked. Looks like, was that in the quadriceps or the midsection? Where was that?
Dragon just a little short on that drop kick attempt.
Looks like it caught him in the midsection, and the Dragon now maybe going for the Dragon Sleeper. No.
Nope. Tiger suplex.
Tiger suplex is right. Jericho saw it coming.
That's the Dragon Sleeper attempt.
Now the Dragon Sleeper.
Oh, yeah. Good move right there.
Counter.
Yeah, there you go. Counter to counter. Try to make the pin. Try to get the win.
Oh, boy. Good old-fashioned lariat that time from a left arm out of the Dragon Sleeper. That time, Dragon is going to maybe a little confusion. Moonsault.
3/4 of the way across the ring. Caught him with the moonsault.
Tiger suplex attempt again. No. Jericho reverses. Trying to powerbomb.
Oh, man. Drove his head in.
1, 2.
Oh, yes.
What a great match.
Great move.
It's Chris Jericho.
Jericho's lucky. It could have gone either way. 10 or 15 times.
Look at his face. He earned that one, and he realizes how close he came many, many times to losing the Cruiserweight Championship.
Real close.
Chris Jericho is still the champion. The Dragon gave it his all, guys. It was a great matchup.
Very hard-fought contest. I think Ultimo Dragon still has to be considered as one of the top challengers.
Now kick him, now
the
kick
World
him.
Cruiserweight belt.
Kick him now, Jericho.
No,
He's down.
let's see a handshake here. That's great to see. Okay.
Yeah.